What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Last night, I was watching the markets as I always do, just looking at my investments, and there was an investment that I'm in that was getting close to being at my break-even point, right? It's called Unore. It's insurance and reinsurance, right? And the project is good. I put it on my radar to my Spanish speaking community, and this is the first time I've spoken to you guys about it, but it's on a good opportunity because they were victims of a hack. Ironically enough, these guys are focused on insurance, reinsurance, and essentially security, protecting other protocols from things like hacks. And they got hacked yesterday, and the price dropped. Right, so when I was just on the verge of getting to profitability or breaking even, and I was thinking of selling, the price dropped, and so it forced me to look at everything again, to look at the whole situation, to see if it was an opportunity or not. And I think it is an opportunity. I'm going to go over all of the stuff with you to get you up to date, so you can take a look. The chart looks very interesting. It's essentially at all-time lows right now for a project that the business actually is profitable. It actually makes revenue, and not all projects are like that. So this is a very unique situation. And so without further ado, let's do this. So let's dive right in. Okay, Unore. Let's look at the chart. All right. My average buy was a lot higher. It was actually at like 5, almost 6, 5.9, somewhere around here. And the last few days, I got it down to, from all the buying I did last night, I got it down to 0.033. In the last few days, as you can see, since the end of October, really, you've seen it move up, and I was getting really close to getting break even. Like I said, I was thinking of just going to another project, taking that money because I was at break even. It wasn't a huge amount of money that I had put in, and I'm like, okay, let me just put this on another project once it goes up a little bit more. I thought it was going to keep going up, and then later that night, the next day or whatever, I checked this, and this happened. I was like, what the heck? What is this weird wick and strange line? And so I looked, did my due diligence, and I checked it out. So they were victims of a hack. Let's read this. On the recent attack on our capacity pools, what happened, event response, and what the plan ahead is. Okay, the malicious party took over the claims assessor role via a compromised owner admin account and used it to process huge fraudulent policy claim that led to the drainage of our pools. Consequently, a total of 32.4 million UNO, 129.9 thousand USDC, 59.3 thousand USDT, and 18.4 Ethereum was misplaced. Following these events, we've since focused on fund recovery, damage mitigation. The exploiter has been contained on-chain, and we've also worked with teams over at KC, Gate, and Mexi to freeze funds. Also in KuCoin, KuCoin, you can't deposit or withdraw right now on Uno because there's arbitrage opportunities, but you can't do it right now. We'll get to all that too. Okay, and so this was, I guess, this morning. I wanted to take a moment to reassure you the current situation and share what's been unfolding behind the scenes. You've probably been aware that the attacker came forward with an offer that is simply unacceptable. Yeah, he wanted them to send him, he wanted them to unfreeze the stolen funds on the centralized exchanges, and then he would start giving back money. Right? They want us to unfreeze the stolen funds on the SEX. This demand is a result of our relentless communication and coordination with various parties, including SEXs, stablecoin issuers, and more. As of now, we're actively tracking the stolen funds. Our dedicated team is working day and night to recover these assets. We're consistently freezing the stolen funds on different SEXs and closely collaborating with legal entities to get these funds back. We've been through similar situations before, helping our clients navigate the aftermath of incidents with our post-incident response service. Today, we're doing the same thing, only on a much larger scale. The entire thing is a testament to our resilience. The whole protocol's manpower is being mobilized for this specific mission. This is important because this is essentially what they do. This is what they're focused on. So if they can actually get their funds back, that's going to say some great things about Unore, right? The protocol, the project. Okay, so I mean that right there is the opportunity. Is it a risk? Yes, it is a risk. Finally, we're also developing a comprehensive compensation plan for all affected community members. We're striving to ensure that our community remains safe and protected throughout this process. We deeply appreciate your patience and understanding as we continue to work through this complicated situation. And then just reading through, there has really been no updates. I think the hacker doesn't want to play along, although they have been communicating. The hacker is making demands that Unore isn't willing to do, which makes sense. Okay. 15,000 people, 15,900 people in this. And as I mentioned, let's take a look. Unore is, let's look at the numbers, is a project that is already making money from its policies and all that. They're generating income, all right? Tokenomics could be better, but I have to confirm if these tokenomics are in fact correct as of now. The fully diluted market cap stands at 11.9 million. The market cap is at 2.1 million, right? So 20% in circulation, but I'm not sure if that is correct. All right, so take that with a grain of salt as well. Let's go over here to CoinGecko, and I've asked the team in the chats about the tokenomics, just to reaffirm them, but obviously they're kind of busy in the current situation. Let's go with these numbers. Circulating supply, 81.7 million. So fully diluted, 12.9 million. Market cap, 2.7 million. All right. 24-hour trading volume, $7.1 million. Total supply they have here is 389 million. 382 million. All right. Max supply, 384 million. I think they do burnings and stuff. That's why there's a discrepancy there. So that's good. So these numbers will get better. They're not the worst numbers in the world. Website is good. I mean, I've checked out this project before. It's good. It's just they're not really in something that's too sexy, right? I mean, who's talking about insurance, reinsurance, and security, right? Comprehensive security. But it is something that's needed, obviously. And if they have a good product, and we're going to see right now on a real world use case, if they have a good product, but they've helped out other entities. They've done this before. So let's see a watchdog in terms of the product. Their website has actually been updated, so it looks much better. So that's pretty cool. You can launch the app, do different things, but I'm not going to go over all that. I just wanted to show you guys the number. The homework is up to you guys to decide what you want to do there. And now let's look at the chart. Okay, back to the chart. So this hacker just messed this whole thing up, and we're looking at the Unore on the daily and KuCoin. All right. Okay, so it was up. It was moving up. It was moving up at 0.06685 before all this happened. Like I mentioned, my average was 0.059. So I was in profits at that time, and then it just went to hell. But after looking at all the information, I'm like, if these guys can pull this off and get this stuff back, they're probably going to go back to this level, right? Which is where they're going. Eventually, it might take a few days, it might take a few weeks, but eventually they will, because people are going to see, okay, they got their funds back. Obviously, their product works. Other entities are going to see, okay, these guys know what they're doing. Let's deal with them, right? And that's just going to bring more business to them in this sad situation, because investors, crypto holders, the ones that have them in their staking pools and everything, they've lost their funds. But they, as they mentioned here, they're gonna make it right. They're gonna make it right. And if they make that right, people are gonna be very, very happy with these guys. They've been very communicative as far as to what's going on. All right, let's see the latest one that they put 19 hours ago. Yeah. Recent attack on the capacity pools. What happened? Event response. Yeah, I think I already read that. Uno contracts were paused for a brief time to afford us enough time to coordinate with our SEX partners. However, since they've been unpaused in the interest of maintaining, decentralization. We're currently also updating our dApps. At present, please do not interact with the dApps or protocol contracts until further notice. All right, so they are still in disarray. This was 19 hours ago. Okay, so they are still somewhat in disarray, but they're putting it together, and how they're handling things. Even last night, I was like, okay, these guys might pull it off. All right, watchdog, no doubt. So the numbers are good. It's a low cap gem. It's an insurance, not too sexy, but it has a lot of upside. And even if you just use it as a quick play, right? There's a difference between the centralized exchange price, which is in KuCoin at 0.46, and on PancakeSwap, which is at 0.027. I was buying last night in PancakeSwap. That's how I brought my buy down. I put in the same amount of money that I had before, and I got way more. I got way more tokens than I did. My average buyer came down to this, and now I'm just waiting. All right. Eventually, if I wanted to, I can send my Uno to KuCoin, right? Once they enable withdrawals and deposits, and see if the price is still up. More than likely, it'll arbitrage somewhere in between these two prices, right, for a little bit. But eventually, it'll come back up to what it was doing before. You know, if they get everything back and everyone's whole, I have no reason to believe that they can't be right back to where they were before and pumping. All right, so this to me right now is a huge opportunity. You're way under where the price has been during its whole time, during its whole inception. So you're buying it at the floor, and that's not going to last too long. This is going to be a blip on this whole map. All right, and eventually it will come back. Like I said, it might take days, it might take weeks, but it's something that you could probably make a quick little trade, some money on. I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna hold on to it because if they do what they're supposed to, or you know what their protocol says that they can do, and they live up to it, real world use case, and people see it, people are going to flock to this because you do need security in this business. I do have a couple of other holdings. I have Happy and that are also in security. Actually, no, I think of those two. I got rid of one recently called Safe Haven, and well, I allocated more to Unore now. So as far as that whole security, having exposure to that sector, Unore actually helped me out a lot. So I have a nice bag of Unore, super cheap. I'm going to be in the money once they figure all this stuff out. Now the risk is obviously that maybe they don't do it. Maybe they don't get their stuff back. People are like, oh man, this company is supposed to be cybersecurity and insurance, and they can't even get their own stuff back. I'm not dealing with them, and then everything starts dropping. But up to now, that has not been the case, guys. All right, so it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I just wanted to put that on your radar. That's what happened yesterday. It's still early. Price right now on PancakeSwap is at 0.02724. All right, let's see if it continues to go up once they get everything back, which I think they probably will. This thing is going to go up at least to the levels it was before, which is at almost 7 cents. All right, so take that information and do with it what you will, but there is an opportunity there, and I wanted to bring it to you guys. All right, if you can please like, subscribe, leave a comment. That really helps the algorithms. I want to grow this channel, and I really appreciate your help if you can do that. Thank you. All that said, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. See you tomorrow. Peace.